I'll be sure. Heavy D. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died.
Something gotta change. I don't give if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail.
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls.
Gene Deal, Jaguar, Uncle Ron, and Eminem have accused Diddy for using Tupac, Andre Harrell, Kim, Biggie, and Heavy D for Sacrifice. Man, Diddy's hand is overstained with blood if this is true. Well, it seems pretty true because the likelihood of 4 people lying against just one person is close to 0, don't you think? Welcome to Gay Bible, and let's get started. In his recent interview, Gene Deal quoted Diddy. The shooter shot only Tupac. He also admitted that his nephew, Baby Lane, was the person that shot Tupac on that very day.
The FBI's, they don't do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Greg Hayden, he was just an LA detective, you know what I'm saying?
Tupac died on the 13th of November, 6 days after the ugly incident. His death was sudden and his family and friends mourned him, but obviously, except Diddy, who is allegedly glad that he is no more. According to rumors, Diddy killed Tupac to get him out of the way. He got what he wanted, but he didn't stop there. He moved on to Biggie, who died via the same means as Tupac. He was shot after a show. Gene Deal, who was with Biggie at the scene before he was killed, narrated in an interview that the incident happened when Biggie was about to leave Bad Boy Records after getting himself a $62 million contract.
He said, but I'm about to get this money. So he showed me, I said, you about to get that money? He said, yeah, look at this. It had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, Little C's, Little Kim, Junior Mafia, Tracy, I don't know, Tracy Murray?
Tracy Lee.
Tracy Lee and the commission. And I think the contract was for so many years for like 62 million, it comes out to like $62 million.
Could it be that Diddy got to know Biggie's plans and the New Deal and became envious? Or did he become so scared that Biggie might move him away from the spotlight and decided to act fast? We know that the industry has been filled with competition, but what we probably didn't know was that such things could happen between Biggie and Puffy because they seem close. Well, you can never tell. Diddy reportedly began to distance himself from the situation and even went as far as lying to Biggie's mom, also a big name when he was alive. During his interview with Los Angeles Times in 1992, he made public his goals and aspirations, saying, "My goal is to bring real Black America, just as it is, not watered down, to people everywhere, through music, through film." Was more felt in the industry, being that she left her not-so-grown beautiful girl twins behind. According to the medical report released initially, it said that she died of pneumonia, but after further scrutiny, it was discovered that she was poisoned.
It was ruled a homicide and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been...
Another report from the coroner revealed that there was no known history of drug abuse or alcoholism and no sign of trauma. Rumor had it that Kim traveled to Africa before her death, and the coroner reported that if she did, she didn't have any health complaints at the time she returned from her trip. Jaguar, as well as many others, didn't take the coroner's report of Kim dying from an illness. She insisted that Kim was poisoned by Diddy. She said that Diddy and his cohorts have poisons that have pneumonia and heart attack as symptoms.
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
What about Eminem? He released a song that directly accused Diddy of killing Tupac, and Diddy's friend recounted his response to the artist's allegation.
I think that last bar took it there with Puff. And I'm speculating here, but that was some shit.
Nothing to speculate about, nothing to talk about. Puff said it's in his hands, and he said...
When Diddy was asked directly about this allegation during an interview with The Breakfast Club, he shoved them away and described them as nonsense.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother.
Even with his response, people believe that his hands aren't clean at all. That's it for now. But what do you think about Diddy? Don't you think he's...
Sent back to touring with his favorite foe, Sean Puffy Combs. The bad boy mogul was the subject of one of the day's most sensational news stories as outlets ran a story about a retired LAPD officer who claims to have evidence that Puff paid $1 million to an LA Crip to kill Tupac Shakur. Las Vegas police arrested and charged with murder Dwayne Keith D. Davis, who 5 years ago revealed in a documentary interview he was riding in a white Cadillac where a backseat shooter opened fire at Tupac's BMW in Sin City in 1996. 50 is back on Diddy's head, pause, reacting to Bad Boy CEO alleged involvement in Tupac's murder. If you remember back in 2016, 50 posted a video saying Diddy killed Tupac with a caption saying, "Damn fool, you killed my favorite rapper. Fuck you, Puffy."
I told you you can't trust these niggas. Now Puffy done killed Tupac, man.
Diddy reacted to the accusations in a Breakfast Club interview.
Yo, we don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to even go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah.
Things are not looking good for Diddy. The rapper had been having trouble sleeping at night ever since Keith D's arrest, the man responsible for the murder of music sensation Tupac. However, things have only gotten worse for Diddy now that his bodyguard Gene Deal has entered the chat as well.
Diddy made a lot of people mad and upset. And he may be losing some of his power.
Gene's not wasting anyone's time and is simply spilling the truth. He's corroborating everything that Keith D has been saying about Diddy's involvement in the brutal murder of Tupac. Keep in mind that Gene Deal had the chance to work with Diddy back when he was tight with Tupac, so his words might carry some weight after all. Just what did Gene say, and is Diddy really responsible? Welcome back to Celebrity Hyped, where we will be talking about how Diddy's bodyguard leaked shocking proof of his imminent arrest. But before we give you the deets, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
He made statements alluding to the fact that Diddy owe him something from the protection he gave us while we was running back and forth to Cali.
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out. He look out for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
For 3 decades, the murder of Tupac has remained the biggest murder in the music industry. For years, loved ones and fans have wondered about the sinister forces that cut the rapper's life short. Some even raise questions about the police's competency to catch the killer. But it looks like the authorities' efforts to catch the man responsible paid off after all. Los Angeles Police Department announced the arrest of Keith D, a 60-year-old gang member in the murder of Tupac. Many have applauded the authorities for their efforts, with some hoping that the news may finally bring peace to Tupac's loved ones. Keith D's arrest was only possible thanks to him confessing to his crimes in a tell-all memoir 2018. Unfortunately, it seems like the chapter is far from over. Now that Keith D is in custody, he's spilling all the secrets, and for some reason, his finger keeps pointing to Diddy. The two had the chance to interact when Diddy was working with Usher on a music video. At least that's what fans thought until now. New information has come to light suggesting that Diddy and Keith D might have had a deeper relationship. According to Keith D, Diddy reached out to him and offered him $1 million to take out Tupac. Although it sounds absurd, Keith D's statement makes sense. Think about it. Who took the most benefit from Tupac's death? Who rose to the top? And who's still raking in the dollars? It's all Diddy. As far as motives go, those are some pretty solid ones. To add to the chaos, Diddy's own bodyguard is speaking up against him. But before we give you the deets, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. And while you're at it, make sure to share this video with a Diddy fan as well.
Keith D had said that Diddy had some kind of involvement in a for-hire scheme.
Now back to business. From the looks of things, Keith D has been spilling nothing but the truth so far. He revealed himself to be an accomplice to Orlando Anderson, his own nephew, in the murder of Tupac. On a similar note, Keith D has multiple times admitted to Diddy cutting him off years ago after some shady deals.
Always the list. Please, please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen. Lowers the list.
It's because law enforcement has significant information that they believe can lead to either an indictment.
Police department, the DA's office, the public in general is like, look, we got to do something with this guy.
To make sure that you keep the possibilities alive.
This is definitely, it can't be overstated how big of a deal this is.
Looks like notorious Scene Diddy Combs is going to celebrate the upcoming Labor Day, sweeping the floors in his cell, because the police have finally managed to find hardcore evidence linking the hip-hop producer to a plethora of unsolved crimes. We've been hoping to see Diddy coming down for Tupac's tragic shooting, but apparently the officers found a true Easter egg while investigating this case, and now Diddy may face dozens of charges and end up spending the rest of his days producing his cellmates.
I'm in politics to affect the change. I'm in politics to have a peaceful revolution.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. So, Diddy has recently been linked to a seemingly cold case of Tupac's fatal shooting in Vegas, and the police is now working hard to gather as much evidence as possible, and while they were hoping to get more information about Diddy's involvement in Tupac's untimely demise, it seems like things are even better than the law enforcement officers had expected, as they have discovered a bloody trail leading them to other crimes of the notorious music mogul.
Now the ball is rolling to take it to the next step.
The streets have been talking about Diddy eliminating everyone who stands in his way for a long time, and it's not the first time we hear about his relation to the most mysterious and still unsolved crimes. Now, the police is working hard to find out how many crimes the music mogul actually committed, and it looks like they've got enough intel on Diddy to finally press charges and invite him for questioning once again. The newly found evidence related to Tupac's shooting may shed a lot of light on Diddy's crimes, and as insiders claim, there are tons of incriminating materials on the laptops and in the documents that the police took from Keffe D's house a month ago. Although the police made a decision to keep the whole process of investigation in secret, we already know about some of the hideous crimes that Diddy had committed, and apparently, it's only a matter of time before we see the confirmation of our suspicions.
So, under investigations and working and cooperating with FBI,
as many people believe, Diddy is confident that he's untouchable, and that's why he himself lost count of his crimes and even stopped being cautious. As the producer's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal revealed, Diddy had shocked him multiple times by sharing his intentions so openly. According to Gene, once Diddy stated, something gotta change. I don't care if Tupac gotta pass away, Big gotta pass away, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something gotta change. Now, Diddy owes many people, including the families of the artists he had eliminated, a serious explanation, and it feels like, in the light of the recently discovered details of his involvement in many crimes, the music mogul needs to think of a hardcore alibi for every story.
Even his own word, just on itself, it still has to be backed up with something.
You could say anything to Puffy after everything you did for him. What would you say to him?
I'm still here, bro. Still waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here waiting, bro. Damn. You know, I used to pop all the champagne bottles, all that shit on me. I used to fill up the tubs, all of them things. Ask him, I used to buy 2 cases of champagne, fill up the bottle. Andre Herrera, all of them dudes used to be in the room, man. We used to have a ball, dude. He like, man, you need to come to New York. I swear we'll repay you. I've been waiting on that repay for a long time, bro. Yeah. I got him popping them bottles like that. We pop. Poof, poof. It's down like the 4th of July in them hotel, in them sweet style. They used to be popping the shit out of them bottles, dude. Shooting dice, all that shit. We used to have fun, dog. But he never. Damn, I can't even get a fucking Roman noodle soup up in jail, man. That's bad, dude.
Now everything he says is incriminating. He never had immunity, and that's the misunderstanding people have.
After years of investigating this case, Kading says he can finally prove what many of Biggie's fans suspected.
They think the possible suspect is this somebody who all along there was some suspicion?
After the lab raided the house of former gang member named Keffe D in relation to Tupac's fatal shooting, it seems like they got more evidence related to another tragic incident that took life of another rap legend, the notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls. And apparently, all traces now lead to the suspicion that these 2 crimes are closely connected, and there's one person who stands behind them.
I don't even care if it's hard to believe, because the proof is there.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. A former detective who investigated Biggie's fatal shooting now says that this case overlaps with Tupac's gunning down, and apparently both cases are now being reopened to find and punish the culprit that took lives of these rap legends in their years. Greg Kading gained extensive knowledge of both Tupac and Biggie's untimely demises while he was with Lapt, and after the recent raid in Keefe D's house, he offered exclusive insight saying there's more to this story.
Her best interest to cooperate. You know, we were gonna charge her with
It's been almost 3 decades since the world lost 2 outstanding hip-hop artists in a span of just 6 months, and to much sadness of multiple fans of both Tupac and Biggie, these 2 cases are surrounded by some aura of mystery, as if people who know the truth are frightened or bribed. And although we all know who benefited from eliminating them both, still the police don't have enough evidence to press charges against this person. As one FBI agent claimed, these cases are highly protected, and what the public don't understand is the level of corruption here. It's mind-blowing. And while there's been a talk on the streets that the real villain behind gunning down Tupac and Biggie is still walking free and even enjoying his high life, no testimony or evidence came to the police hands until recently. And it seems like the fragile house of lies is about to collapse for Wise is about to collapse for one. Notorious music mogul.
but we didn't know it was him until the other co-conspirator confesses.
With more details coming into play, the police have all reasons to suspect that Diddy is guilty in conniving with West Coast gangsters, and it was him who paid the gangs to get rid of Tupac and later Biggie. Investigators long suspected that Smalls was gunned down in an East Coast-West Coast rivalry between rappers. But apparently, after raiding the house of Keefe D and reigniting the investigation, we are finally going to witness the justice prevailing over lies, bribery, and conspiracies, as it's now believed that Diddy will be brought into questioning by the feds anytime soon. And it looks like the infamous hip-hop producer is not happy to see how the events unfold.
And I'm like, wow, this vibe that they got on me, like I'm Big Red or something.
Despite multiple people speaking on Diddy's involvement in both cases, no arrest has ever been made. As the FBI agent who worked on Biggie's case said, I understand it's bad enough that you've got a body. There's nothing worse than that, but the lengths that they went cover up that murder, I think will shock people. But it's all changing right in front of us, guys. And there's good reason to believe that newly found events will be enough to finally make the notorious music mogul pay for his crimes. On Tuesday, July 18, 2023, the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department conducted a search in Henderson, the city just 16 miles southeast of Las Vegas. The investigation of Tupac's fatal shooting kicked back into life, and it brought us new, unexpected details about another unsolved crime.
2009. And so whether they use that original statement or just the new statements, it's all stuff that can be now brought into court.
Wallace's tragic and unexpected demise, coming less than a year after that of legendary rapper Tupac, sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community and sparked an outpouring of grief. And although the first suspect in this crime was Tupac's producer, Suge Knight, and many people said that Diddy didn't have any motives to eliminate Howe's own artist, ex-officer Greg Kading doesn't believe in this theory.
Well, for Sean Combs, I mean, what are his choices, really? I mean, is he going to come out and confess to his association with the killer?
Moreover, Kading is confident that both incidents that took lives of Tupac and Biggie Smalls were related. He was working on finding the answer to the question who wanted unalive Biggie and discovered new information linking both cases. As the detective explained, Diddy hired the same gang to execute his own artist, and just to divert attention from his own persona, this time, he chose to be as close to the scene of crime as possible. Diddy sat in the passenger seat of a white Chevy Suburban with a driver and 3 bodyguards, while Biggie did the same in a green Suburban. However, as Kading said, Diddy intentionally took this risk and decided to be as close to the fatal shooting as possible because he was afraid that the truth about his involvement will come out.
But you also have to understand Combs' position at the time, this sense of fear and dread and desperation that he was facing.
Well, although the investigation is not even close to be over, many fans already celebrate the justice prevailing over cobweb of Diddy's lies. Apparently, the whole world has long suspected his involvement in both these crimes, and people can't contain their joy on social media. This one person commented, "It's about damn time down with the demon Diddy, who has destroyed so many lives with his presence down with the demon." And another user added, "All of this is known, but nobody has done a damned thing about it. Damned worst kept secret." The streets have been talking for a while, and since the police didn't have any evidence, apart from a couple of YouTube videos, they couldn't even bring Diddy for questioning. But you know the most shocking part of the whole story? It seems like he really orchestrated the entire thing with Biggie, and even Diddy's former bodyguard said that
the stories they tell is not truthful.
Deal, who worked as Diddy's security in the 1990s, insisted Biggie wasn't shot in a drive-by, as many were made to believe. He also added that he rushed to Biggie's aid after the shooting and pulled him from the vehicle, only to watch this kid lose his life. And in the most shocking part of the whole story is that his boss told him not to join the rappers that night. As the ex-bodyguard stated, before we left Andre Harrell's house, Puff told me I didn't have to go. But this is when the bodyguard realized that something sinister was going to happen.
That somebody was going to die that night. Somebody was going to get shot.
And here's another thing that proves that Diddy was interested in getting rid of Biggie after Tupac's shooting. You all know this story when in 1994, Pac accused Puff and Biggie of knowing about his ambush at New York's Quad Recording Studios. On November 30, 1994, upon his arrival at the studio, the rapper was robbed, beaten, and shot a reported 5 times by the assailants. As Tupac alleged after, not only Diddy and Biggie knew about this attack, but he also helped to organize shooting and beating. The music mogul openly accused the late rapper of lying, saying, "This story is a lie. It is beyond ridiculous and is completely false. Neither Biggie, Wallace, nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it happened." But apparently, Diddy did in fact orchestrate the whole thing, and he was simply afraid that Biggie would reveal the truth sooner or later.
Y'all don't know the business. Y'all don't know what y'all are talking about. So it's going to be a teaching moment.
And if you know a thing or two about Diddy's teaching ways and how he usually deals with problems, nothing good was expected from this person. Let's remember a couple of recent examples, like his longtime girlfriend, Kim Porter, who could finish her tell-all book because of her mysterious demise, or Jamie Foxx, who had been hospitalized just because he spilled the beans about Diddy's secret parties for meth. You probably realize that Biggie became some sort of a threat for the producer, especially since Wallace was devastated by Tupac's demise. And he apparently realized that this West Coast, East Coast beef went too far and turned out to be dangerous. As one insider claimed, the night Tupac was shot, I remember Big calling me and crying. I think it's fair to say he was probably afraid, given everything that was going on at that time and all the hype that was put on this so-called beef. Apparently, Biggie going emotional and showing his weakness was something Puffy couldn't tolerate because he couldn't afford his own artist to rat him out.
I'm going to fight for my reputation. I'm going to fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am.
Netizens cannot wait to see the results of the Lapped investigation. And judging by the newly found evidence and Keefe D's testimony, it's just a matter of time before the music mogul is charged, not with
the video of Diddy in a full panic after the news of Keefe D's arrest is just the first domino to fall in this house of cards that has been crumbling for decades. And if things continue to go the way that they're going, it won't be long until the truth about Biggie's murder gets uncovered as well. Most importantly, who was the mastermind behind Biggie's murder? Things are about to get interesting. Check this shit out.
He said, I'm a businessman. I'm about making money. But something gotta change. I don't give a fuck if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something's gotta change. And it didn't dawn on me what he said. And then my man looked at me and Bun was like, yo, that nigga said Big. And next thing you know, I've gotten phone calls. I got a phone call from Unique from Mecca Audio, right? And Unique from Mecca Audio say, yo, vest up. You know, those guys is coming to get y'all. He said, yeah, it's going to be some street shit, bruh. I'm letting you know that. So I call him. I say, Puff. He comes to the top of the staircase. And I say, yo, Puff, I got some intel, brother. The guys are coming to kill us tonight at the museum party. He said, Gene, I don't want to hear that shit. He said, you ain't got to go if you don't want to go. I just start bamming on the table. Boom, 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 boom. I said, fuck, man. And he said, cause I had that feeling inside me and something just came over. I said, yo, but I had my vest on, Alex. I said, yo, this shit's gonna go down. And then I said, somebody said, well, Gene, what's wrong with you? I said, my man is coming to kill us tonight and y'all niggas is joking like it's a joke or something. I called my block on 112th Street. I said, yo, Slick, I got a call from Unique and Chaston told me some gonna come, you know, get at us tonight. He said, listen, brother, don't fuck with him. Don't go then. Puff said he told you not to go. Don't go. I said, nah, I ain't gonna leave them kids out like that. I walked outside. Guess who's outside? It's Big, Tone, D-Rock, and Lil C's, and G-Money. They in the car right there. Tone and D-Rock is outside. I say, Big. He said, yo, what up, Gene? I said, yo, man, nigga try to come kill us tonight, Big. I just got some intel.
The video of Diddy.
Puffy literally says it in the song about the $1 million hit, you know, that they allegedly put on Tupac and Suge, which we know the streets is actually true, but I gotta say allegedly, you know, just for legal purposes. But here we go, y'all. Right in plain sight. A lot of people don't know about this. I was put onto this because I never was really like a Black Rob fan, like as far as getting his catalog and stuff. I thought he's a pretty good rapper, but when I saw this, I'm like, yo, man, if this happened today, Puffy would be indicted right away. Now, here we go. Read it. You see, in this game, only the strong will survive and the weak shall pass. See, a lot of cats think that they brawn, not with they brain. Ha! Come on, man. Fuck with me. I'll drop $1 million on your head. Wait, what? Repeat that again, oh.
What's the list? Please, please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. And God, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. I'm fighting this fight. And to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen. What's the list?
7 years after rapper Tupac Shakur was shot to death in a car in Las Vegas, a man who confessed to his involvement in the crime is behind bars.
Who shot Tupac?
Thank God.
To keep it from the cold of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
Do you feel like Puffy owe you?
Yeah, he should. I think he should look out. He look out for everybody fucking else.
You know, we don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there.
Keefe D, the man who's been bragging about being involved in Tupac's death for years, has finally been arrested. But it looks like this is just the tip of the iceberg, because Keefe previously confessed that Diddy masterminded the whole thing and paid him $1 million to take out both Pac and Suge Knight. And according to the latest reports, Keefe might...
Really? Truth is gonna come to light, bro. I don't care what nobody.
No longer there. And I feel like there is going to be a bigger story connected to Diddy soon.
7 years.
Oh, snap, TikTok. They done made an arrest in the homicide of Tupac Shakur. Let me pitch myself down to a little guy. Tupac Shakur's unaliving. The police arrest suspect in 1996. Keefe D. Davis, who's been talking about this for years, telling the whole world, but hold on, who they arrested Friday. An indictment is expected to be announced later in the day. You know what this means, y'all? Do y'all know what this means? This means that P. Diddy is about to be charged, because Keefe D. been bragging about how P. Diddy paid them to take Tupac's life. So this is probably why he's giving all his artists their music now, is because he know he probably about to go do the rest of his life since they arrested Keefe D.